Welcome to part 48 of the Kicho Dong series. In this edition, we're looking at a technique called Jang Kwon Kong Kyuck, otherwise known as the palm heel strike. Now, this technique is very basic and hopefully this will be my shortest tutorial so far. The palm heel is one of the first techniques that I teach students, and it's very easy to perform, which is one of the things that's excellent about it. But just in case anyone would like a tutorial more about the palm heel, happy to do it now. So for the warm-up, it is all about wrist flexibility. There are many wrist stretches you can do. I'm just going to show you two. The one is a standing one where you physically pull your fingers back and push your arm forward. This is very easy and quick to do, and you can also push it against a wall or against an object just to stretch out the tendons in your inner forearm. And then the other one is the same sort of thing, but you just sat down in all fours. And all you do with this one is your palms start facing forward in a all fours position, and then you walk your hands out in a circle till they can't go any further, and then you walk your hands back. And you do that a couple of repetitions, and as you do it, you put more pressure on your wrist by bringing your shoulders forward, putting more pressure on it. That's really all you need to make sure the wrists are flexible. And then the only other prerequisite I would say is just watching the tutorial on the PAHL punch, because the mechanics of how you throw the arm out are the same. There are two schools of thought with how to have the fingers in the palm heel. One school is the fingers tucked. This is how I was originally taught, and I guess the more classic way. But for me, I find that hinders how far I can pull my hand back. So I tend to go with open fingers, but make sure I push the palm heel forward. And it's just your preference, your wrist flexibility, what you feel with your fingers, but definitely do not have your fingers facing forward. And then the palm strike can be struck from anything really that a punch can be struck from. It is an alternative to the punch because, as I explained to students, there are many bones in the top of your hand that can easily be broken when throwing a punch, whereas the heel of the palm is a much stronger joint and bone and is connected to the wrist. And you can throw this instead of PAHL. You can throw this in fighting positions, and you can throw this in line work. And all you're doing is pulling the fingers back and throw the palm. So that's it. There's nothing more to the technique than that. I'm going to go through common mistakes now, but these are very, very rare. People usually pick up palm strike straight away. This is why I teach it to all my students, one of the earliest techniques. So number one, yep, you guessed it, is the fingers are too far forward and they are jabbing their fingers out. This never happens, but again, I'm just putting it in there because hard to think of it. The other one is the way that the hand is thrown out. They're not thrusting the palm first, it's more like a slap. So don't slap it, make sure the palm is straight always. And then the third one, I guess might happen, but never happens, is that the angle of the hand is not going in a straight line, it is going upwards or downwards, and it should always be straight. Whether you're going to the head, body or groin, the palm can be turned fingers up, fingers side or fingers down, but it's always in a straight line. So in terms of drills, you don't really need to test this technique because it should be quite thin. I just thought I'd give you some applications of the palm heel. So number one, I have some footage here of my tiny tigers running back and forth and hitting with their palm heel. This is much safer than hitting with their fists, especially when they're striking pads, and they can hit it very hard and very cleanly. And it's just a great way of integrating this warm-up, making sure you're using the palm heel, I'd say as much as your fist, just know this there is an option. The second one is slightly more advanced, where you use the palms up as a fencing technique. The fence means you are making a secure barrier around you. So in class, we might step back with guards up, fists. This is a very aggressive move and can look like you are the aggressor if a bystander was watching. But if you step back with your hands up, this is now a defensive move and you look like you are being attacked and the other person is attacking you. It's also very good if they're swinging in shots or trying to grab you. Now, if they do grab you, what you can use the palm strike for is this double power strike, where it is not about hurting your opponent, but getting them off you. And you simply strike once with the outside of your hands. I guess this would be a pseudo knife edge of the hand. And then you step forward and push with your palms to get the person off you. And you can move even someone much larger than you away from you without hurting them. It kind of acts like an electric shock to the body, but gets them off you so you can get away. And then the third and final application is an open palm strike to the body or to the face or to the neck, anywhere, can then, because the hand is open, go straight to a grab. So as you palm, you hit, close, and you can use this for takedowns and controlling limbs. A myriad of techniques there. I've just shown some examples here. But again, the open hand has an advantage for striking and then grabbing straight away. Whereas if you strike with your fist, you then have to open it and then grab again. I hope that makes sense. So thank you very much for watching this tutorial on the palm heel. Again, just going through techniques now, make sure I've covered them all in case people find them difficult. But with the palm heel, opposite, very easy technique. You should already know this, but hopefully the applications and wrist stretches can help you out with your practice. Thank you very much for watching. Thanks.